Hello everyone, I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and this week's episode of Saturn Day Sabbath, we are going to be talking about being a winner. And I have a little bit of a testimony to share with you guys in this video. Um, so I've been off work for a while now with some health issues, and got really frustrated the other day because it's like, this doctor wants this done before this happens, and then another doctor doesn't want to do it or doesn't think that it's necessary and doesn't understand why the other doctor can't do anything until he does something. And it's just kind of like running around in circles with this whole situation. And I think it's really just kind of in place for a reason. I think it's in a place to help me to elevate to my highest timeline. And sometimes that can be a little scary to our human selves because sometimes that takes not listening to logic and reason. Sometimes it takes trust that God is going to show up in ways that we can't see. So I had this feeling that maybe I should just maybe go get a scratch off ticket or something. And I prayed about it first, and I said, God, it's been a long time without me working. I just I would like you to show me that I can be a winner, that money can come to me in magical ways that I'm not even thinking about or considering. And I'm going to go get a scratch off ticket, and I just want you to show me that I can win, that you're with me, that you support me. And as soon as I made that prayer, I ended up calling my neighbor to see if she wanted to go with me, because sometimes she needs things from the store. And she was like, oh, hey, do you want your money? And I was like, what money? I had forgotten that I had ordered a sign for her, and she owed me like $10. It wasn't anything huge, but it was money that I wasn't thinking about at the time. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. I was just trying to see if you wanted to, go up to the store with me. So she goes up to the store with me, and I get a scratch off ticket. And on the way home, my friend calls me, and we start talking, and I was telling her about how, I was thinking about what I could do financially to, keep my house. Maybe I could, file for a home equity line of credit or something like that until something comes through. And she was talking to me for quite a while. My neighbor ended up going back home, and my friend prayed with me, and she was like, well, if you know that this is what God wants you to do, then it's not a matter of, if it takes off, it's a matter of when it takes off, because it's something that God has placed on your heart. And she just prayed with me to, redirect the way that I was discussing the situation verbally, because our words do hold power. And it was very helpful for me to have that with her in that moment. And once I got off the phone with her, I believe I ended up scratching off the scratch off, and I didn't win anything on the scratch off. But as soon as I was done scratching off the scratch off, a lawyer called me, and I ended up talking to a lawyer. This is probably the 5th lawyer that I've talked to about my slip and fall case. And he said that, there was some law that was overturned in 2023, and there hasn't been a lot of cases since that had been overturned. And he wasn't sure how it was going to go, but he felt like I had an interesting case, and he decided to take it. And to me, that was a win. And what I felt God saying to me is, you don't need a lottery ticket to tell you that you're a winner. Your persistence makes you a winner. The fact that you don't give up makes you a winner. The fact that you believe in me makes you a winner. So, if that is you today, I just want to encourage you to keep going, to keep pushing towards what you know God is calling you to do in your life, because we're here for a short time. It's a blink of an eye to God, and you don't want to waste your time and energy feeding it to someone else and their dreams when you can be stepping into your own. So that's what me and Mira have for you guys today. And I will hopefully see you guys next week. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'd love to see you next time. All right, goodbye.